Hi there. So a little intro on the video that you're about to watch. Toyota invited me to visit the San Antonio plant, which is essentially TMMTX, home of the Tacoma and the Tundra. And I couldn't pass up that invite and decided to road trip it from St. Louis down to San Antonio. So when I became Texas bound, the trip in total was a little under 2,000 miles. And I got back home and I started looking through the Instagram posts and also some of the pictures that I had in my phone, including Snapchat memories, and thought, it'd probably be great to put all those together into a video and share it with you today. So the video is not the shortest one that I've ever done, but I hope that you do enjoy it. Thanks. All right, so let's get started. Initially shared the post on Instagram just showing where the route would be and so on. And then this is when the press car arrived next to my white Tacoma. So I snapped a picture. Day one was from St. Louis to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Pretty excited to start that trip and get on the open highway. My first stop was actually in Cuba, Missouri, and this is home of the world's largest rocking chair. And it's on Route 66. There's always a bunch of really cool stuff to spot when you're driving that historic road. This is over in Springfield, Missouri, and I stopped there real quick, grabbed myself a little ice cream from Andy's, finally made it into Oklahoma. Downtown Oklahoma had these beautiful murals done by an annual event, I believe, called Habit Fest, and so really took some time to take those in. The architecture and overall beauty of downtown Tulsa I found to be really, really nice. So definitely glad I made that my stop and was able to stay at a really nice Airbnb for the night there in the area. This water fountain here is basically like in the center of downtown and really unique with these rotating LEDs. Never seen anything like that before. Oh, and I got to meet up with Andrew. He was actually driving back with his Tacoma from a summit meet in Colorado. So pretty cool. And those were some enchiladas that I had. So day two was Tulsa to San Antonio. Started my day with lots of coffee, of course, and was pretty bored. So I was using some Snapchat filters. Sunrise for breakfast there, and finally made it to Texas. Those Oklahoma roads were pretty brutal. First stop in McKinney, Texas, where I met up with Justin from Pat Loeb Toyota. He does all of the marketing there, and really nice guy. Great to meet him. Also met up with some friends, John and Marcy. Those folks, they're actually on a cross-country road trip themselves. Finally made it over to Plano, Texas, and was pretty excited to see Toyota's future headquarters. It is massive, and I'll let you hear me. So the Toyota sign was blocked, which that's a little bit of a bummer, but overall, this place is massive. Right, it's massive. So here I am driving up to it and trying to take some video of it and so on. Just really, it's going to be an amazing place. So the official name is One Toyota, and I was able to grab some video of it and so on. Hopefully might have an office there one day, right? Also, I got to meet up with Justin. He's a loyal fan, and we were able to grab some Starbucks and chat a little bit, which was really nice. Finally went down to Dallas, Texas, and I met up with Andrew with Texas Overland, and we swapped some stories about Toyota. Had a lot of fun with that. This is, typical, I guess what would be typical Texas weather. Really nasty storm, and then moments later, beautiful blue skies. Really fun to drive through. Not really, but you get the idea. So I ran out of gas, and I do that, didn't actually run out of gas, but I was low and had to stop over at Buc-ee's, which is this crazy massive gas station filled with all kinds of crazy beaver related items, more beef jerky and animal jerky than you'd ever want to ingest in your lifetime. And so this place is always a must stop. I stopped here 2 years ago during a cross-country road trip, and I've never forgotten it. Luckily I was the only one in there to film that. And of course I got a 42 ounce or whatever that was. More Snapchat filter fun. Got to see this beauty as I was driving along. And then I finally made it into San Antonio, where I was actually a guest speaker with the class over in San Antonio with only Toyotas. And that just shows you my dinner. So day 3, San Antonio itself. I was able to spend, this is over that morning over at my Airbnb, which I've never seen so many deer in my life. I mean, they were everywhere. Got to have breakfast with Michael with only Toyotas. We met up there, and I was able to have these hipster pancakes. We finally made it over to Red McCombs Toyota and got to check out quite a few vehicles that they have. So Gulf States Toyota essentially is their distribution, similar to Southeast Toyota. And so Gulf States does a lot of, I guess you could say, custom or accessorized vehicles. So that's always pretty cool to see. And so there you have it, a couple of pictures there of that. Red McCombs just actually celebrated their new location. So this is kind of a picture or video from Belly of the Beast, just this massive, massive service bay. Yeah, this sweet Tundra, and also this Tacoma that Michael and I actually took out to do a photo shoot. You can see us there, we're doing our photo shoot, and that was the final product. Of course, I saw that sign afterwards, but we were able to get some really cool, pictures, I think. Michael's always told me about North Park Lexus at Dominion, or it has some crazy name like that. Check this out.
I know it's bathroom tile, but it reminds me of like rattlesnake skin. Isn't that awesome? Hey, urinals.
So, yeah, more urinals. Anyways, this Lexus dealership is just phenomenal. You can see how pretty it is. Cause I'm in Texas, I definitely needed to get myself a Texas hat. So I went ahead and bought this one here. Pretty happy about it. Finally made it over to the Weston Riverwalk where Toyota was hosting the event, and we were able to actually take, Michael actually got to meet Loyal Raptor for the first time in person. And so we got to take this Camry Special Edition out over to Mission Concepcion, which is in San Antonio, and we were able to take some pictures there with the vehicles. Got really stormy, so we had to wait for all of that to pass before we could get out there. This particular mission is in pretty good shape considering its build date, and so it was really nice to be able to go in and take some pictures and some video. Looking up is always nice. You can see the inside of the chapel here is pretty spectacular. So we finally got back over to the hotel, and we switched the Camry out for a Highlander, and we were able to take that out. Stopped for a latte over at local coffee shop in San Antonio. I think they've got 2 or 3 locations. Was really impressed with that overall. Here's another shot of the Highlander Hybrid Limited Platinum all-wheel drive. And then we finally switched that out for a Toyota Tundra TRD Pro in Quicksand. Also took some pictures over at Mission Concepcion and kind of hung out around that area where we were snapping pictures. Wrapped up that time too with a river tour and San Antonio's Riverwalk. First time for me, and pretty spectacular to see it. Toyota definitely knows how to throw a party, and feeding us, they never miss a beat. So really enjoyed some great eats and fantastic atmosphere. Even Mike Swears was with us. He's the chief engineer for the Tundra in Tacoma, and he had dinner with us. We finally were able to go and visit the Alamo late into the evening as well, so that was pretty nice. Day 4 was actually for the tour, and so this is really exciting. Get to drive over to TMMTX in San Antonio, and I'm with the other journalists here. We're making our drive right into Toyota TMMTX right here. So pretty sure I'm not supposed to be doing that, but it was pretty exciting to drive in and see it. You can see a variety of press vehicles that are ready. There's mine that I'm going to be driving back eventually to St. Louis, and made my way inside. Look at this. It's just phenomenal. This is right when you walk in, before you walk into the floor of the factory, of the assembly plant. This is a Tacoma here that they had on display. It's a limited. I really like how they painted the grille and painted that bottom underpiece really sharp. And this I definitely want. I just love the simplicity of it. Got some swag so that I could go ahead and start the tour. Everything is Texas themed, which is a lot of fun. And got to actually see the Million Mile Tundra in person. This is pretty exciting. It's an 07 model, has over 1 million miles, and Mike Swears actually introduced it to us. We were able to take pictures, start it up, everything. So pretty surprising. I mean, it had, I believe, 117 oil changes in its entire life, and has all of the original parts. Nothing has really been replaced on it. It has original engine, original transmission, even has the original driver's seat, which was pretty surprising. Yeah, so Mike Swears, I mean, he makes, I could just listen to him all day long. He's got just great advice, and overall really knows his Toyota product, as he should, as chief engineer. And that's me asking a question to Mike Swears, actually, so that was actually a lot of fun. So we're ready to go ahead and start the tour, and this is pretty exciting. You can see I'm pumped for it, and I'm gonna go ahead and let the music kind of guide you through, and I'll catch you on the backside of it. So there you have it. Every 60 seconds, a Tundra or Tacoma is born in San Antonio, Texas. Really exciting stuff. Finally made my way, when I left San Antonio, over to Austin, and actually had an Airbnb that I had set up over in McKinney, old downtown McKinney, Texas. And so on the way, got to take some video of these really epic sunsets. Stopped at Buc-ee's again because I needed more coffee and gas for the Tacoma. And you can see here I'm getting pretty close to Plano and Dallas. McKinney's just a little north of that. Driving through downtown Dallas is always a sight. Nice massive city, and got to experience a pretty nice sunset. Finally, I spent the night in McKinney, making my way to St. Louis. Started pretty early. This is the Texas-Arkansas state line, so more inclement weather that I had to drive through, but the Tacoma did great. Made a stop over in Little Rock, Arkansas, and decided to, I was actually here 2 years ago during my cross-country trip with Camry Tour, and just have always really enjoyed it. Thought it was a great place, so wanted to stop there again. This is over by the Clinton Presidential Library, right there in downtown Little Rock, Arkansas. So just a little hyperlapse that I did, kind of showing you this bridge walk. It's an old train bridge that they've converted into a covered or a walkway bridge rather, right by downtown, so it makes for great viewing. You can see the original train there of what it would look like, an illustration or some sort. And this is the actual presidential library. It's beautiful inside. I actually was in there 2 years ago, but was kind of in a hurry to get home to St. Louis with this trip, so just decided to do some video and pictures from outside. This Corolla downtown was pretty cool. It was definitely geared for adventure. And I made another stop with the Tacoma. It had this old highway liquor store that was obviously closed.
All right, so there's some cup holders there, over here, here, and there.
And finally making it closer to Missouri. Actually, as I'm coming in from the Arkansas state line, here's the Missouri welcomes you. And a little later, actually made it home to St. Louis. So thanks for watching.